That right. Take a roll call.
Chair Berth,
Here.
Vice Chair Rashid,
Here.
Member Casito, Member Hill.
Here.
Mr. Chair, you have a quorum.
All right. Next item on the agenda is public comments. Are there any public comments? I don't see any here. Are there any online? No, thanks.
No,
We'll move on to the consent calendar. Take the motion to approve the consent calendar.
Motion to approve the consent calendar.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? On to discussion items. 5A, the fiscal year 26-27 unmet transit needs kickoff.
Great, thank you so much. Next slide. What a beautiful bus there. Anyway, then we're going to be kicking off the unmet transit needs process for this year. I do want to, as part of this, to introduce Cassandra Barrientos. I'm saying it right with a little bit of, will you say your last name properly?
Cassandra Barrientos.
There we go. And Cassandra is our new planner for transit, and she will be leading this effort this year. So as you can see, we have Mohammed Rashid, Adam Barth, who's the Executive Director of Planner TA, and Tony Hill, who's Executive Director of MOVE on our committee. And this is a great committee. I love this. Anyway, next slide, please. So this is probably very familiar to you all, but we do need to bring this, and the reason we asked for a special meeting is because we want this item to go through the STAC before it goes on to any of the other committees, because it is very important, the annual unmet need process. And that is part of the Transportation Development Act, or TDA law, which requires us to do this annually. What are the requirements of the unmet transit needs process? Is we have to do one public hearing, outreach, and we'll go into that in a little bit more in a minute, and determine if there are any transit needs reasonable to meet, and then prepare the unmet transit needs analysis. Next slide. I'm not going to read this, but this is the STAC bylaws that discusses our annual participation and establishing reasonable to meet, that type of thing. But this is our bylaws that we go by using our annual process. Next slide. So we annually review and recommend action by the STANCOG for the area within STANCOG's jurisdictions that there are no unmet transit needs, or there are no unmet transit needs that are reasonable to meet, or there are unmet transit needs, including needs that are reasonable to meet. So those are like our three categories that we use when we're looking at each of the comments. So we'll, as Cassandra prepares the report, those are the three categories we'll use from the public when we get these unmet transit needs. We want to maximize outreach efforts with social media, and we do that, social media in coordination with Move. We work, Cassandra has background in social media, and so we'll be pushing this out via social media. We'll also work with, as we have done in the past, with Move to get the word out that way. And I know that Move hands out flyers on the bus. And anything else that you all do that I'm not,
We're willing to do anything you need us to do to support the effort. So whatever, you all would like from us to help to spread the word, to make sure it gets out there,
great.
we're there.
I think one of the things what we'd like to see happen this year is Cassandra made a great point to me the other day, is we're going out and we're doing work on the buses, but we also need to go to places that not necessarily bus riders are. So to see if they just feel like they can't use the bus. So if you have any recommendations from all three of you, please let us know, so that now that we have a full-time person, it would be much easier to go out and give the presentation and talk to people. So yeah, we'd be really
I think it'd be really great for Sandra to connect with Christian.
okay.
Because they know all the different forums out there. And
That's what I thought.
times are where you can talk, and some of those people do access the bus and some don't, but yeah, I think it's more trying to get them, and they may have family members that access.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be great.
Okay, great. Adam, do you want us to connect with anyone from your staff or?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we could easily put it on our social media as well. If you want to do car cards on the buses, that's fine. I know we've done that in the past. I was thinking of options in the county, kind of outside the urban areas, looking at the MACs. The MACs can be meetings where you can go to talk to the public.
Oh, that's great.
That are not, those are unincorporated communities, like Empire has a MAC, the MAC, a Municipal Advisory Council. It's run by the
Right.
county.
So that's what you want us to coordinate with Angela then?
For Santa Chase social media, contact April. But if you want to contact me, I can put you in touch with April, or
Okay.
if you want to, if you know her.
But for the max, who should we?
Oh, you need to talk to the county about that.
Oh,
MACs are all run by the county.
okay,
So you need to talk to the CEO's office. I don't remember
okay.
who does that. But if you go onto the county's website, all the MACs are listed and their contacts are all there as well. And if you have trouble with that, I'm happy to
Yeah.
point you in the right direction for that.
Do you have any ideas? Stefan?
The regional centers, there's a lot of consumers that don't know how to ride the bus, or, yeah, you, most likely them, or,
Day programs? maybe?
yeah, day program.
So, you all have the list of all the day programs. I used to have it.
I think I forget those. I think that the regional center would be less of a forum. You probably want to be at the day programs. 'Cause
Yeah.
the regional center is just social workers, but what I'll do is I can get that. I'll talk. You reach out to me, Robert. I have some friends there, and so, yeah, I'll reach out and I can get you that information.
I have one other idea. So we're kicking off our public outreach for the short-term transit plan, the SRTP, and we're going to be doing a bunch of public outreach in the next month or two
Oh,
with our consultants. So it'd be good to connect with Angela on that. And if you want to piggyback on that, that would
Yeah.
be fine. The consultants are just going out to the riders to get their thoughts and opinions on how the system is working today, and their thoughts on how we can improve the system. So
that's great. Maybe I know one time what we did in coordination with Stan RTA is, I think you were doing the COA and we used the comments that you got for the COA and we rolled them into the UTN.
sure.
Maybe we do that again. So, because outreach is so expensive to do, and if you have a group that's already doing it, we might as well piggyback on it. And any comments that they're getting from riders that Stan RTA believes is a UTN, we can definitely roll into ours. Because the important thing here, just for anyone that doesn't know, and I could explain it later, but now seems more of appropriate time, is if we do find that there's a transit need that is reasonable to meet, then we fund that first. And so that might be the case, especially in some of these rural pockets um, that we have. So, yeah, yeah, we'll get you in touch with Angela then.
Then one other thing, I just think of the SEAC meeting. So the Standard TA Equity and Accessibility Advisory Committee. It's a committee. It's a standing committee of Standard TA that has probably 11 members on it. Mohammed being one of them. We actually meet tomorrow, and we're doing a presentation on the short range transit plan. So it'd be good to come, at least meet other members there. You might be able to make some good some good contacts with the diverse membership that we have for that committee, and hear what they have to say as well about the SRTP.
Are they quarterly or is he
Those are quarterly-ish, yes.
Okay.
So the next one may not be till February after
Okay.
tomorrow, but it is in this room, so
Yeah.
it's just down the hall. So come on over. It's at 1 o'clock tomorrow.
Use your mic, please.
It's in this room at 1 o'clock.
And if you need, to use our website, you can. If you want us to post something on there, we have no problem with doing that, or looping back to your website. We have no problem with that. And also, if, you want us to give out information for folks that are coming in for eligibility reviews, we don't have a problem with that also, because we've got people who are in or out throughout the day,
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, that would be great. Just any way we can reach out. I know last year Shannon helped us. Now Cassandra will be taking over this, but we have a website, Stan Screws, and we sent notices to all the writers that way about the UTN. We did it like 3 or 4 times, and that reached, I think, 3,000, a pop. So, really easy way to get the message out, but the more we can, we could give presentation to maybe at the Stan RTA board meeting. Coordinate that with.
Yep. The next one's on December 4th. When you do that, just let me know next week or so. Get you on the agenda. Have you thought about doing any boosting for social media posts or other digital advertising to kind of get the word out to maybe folks that aren't,
Yeah.
don't like the Facebook page, or
Yeah.
there's cost to that, but
Yeah, I'll be working on a media kit to send out so that way people just kind of know what the main mission is, and then it helps them promote it, even though they're not trying to work for us, but they know what we hope to do.
Yeah, so we can do some boosting. I think that's a good idea to do, put a little money aside for that.
it's fairly inexpensive to do, worth the money, I think.
We recently did that. It's pretty inexpensive. And so if you need technical supports on that, Alicia did that just recently for us.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, very good.
You all very much. Next slide. We're also, now that again we have Cassandra, we're going to be doing in-person presentations. These are the ones that we have right now. We'll go ahead and we definitely would like to present at the Stan RTA board meeting. I know when the COG used to always come to us when I worked at SJRTD, and I think that's probably something that we want to do. I mean, makes sense. So we'll coordinate that with Adam and Valerie. Comment period's going to begin on November 12th, basically today after we come to you, and we'll conclude on January 22nd, 2026. Next slide. So what happens next is we've done all this outreach, and I do want to say the outreach that StanCog does for the UTN is the most that I've seen in my career. A lot of times there's just the one public hearing and that's all that they do. But I love the idea of going out and meeting with the public because, that's what we're all here about, is to get people where they need to be. And so if we can help in that effort, that's great. So we'll compile the comments. We'll establish whether they're reasonable to meet or not. And that's one thing that's done internally with us. And then we take that over to the transit managers and move as to whether or not the comments that we get and that we can't answer are reasonable to meet or not. And then we'll come back here. We have to come back to the STAC, and the STAC will say yes or no, whether these comments are reasonable to meet or not. For those that are fairly new to the process, what I've seen over my career, there's some comments that are given that are not reasonable to me because unfortunately, I think, and this is one of the things I think we need to explain to people is they don't know how to give the comment properly. So they'll say, I need a bus going from Houston to here every day, but they don't say what time or from where, or, if the deeper that the comment can be with more details, then the transit operators have a better idea of what to go by. Then we'll prepare the report, take it to the policy board, and then this is the basis for distributing the LTF fund. Next slide. So I basically just went over this slide, so we'll go to the next slide. That's the conclusion of the report, and I'd be happy to answer questions.
Great, awesome. Thanks, Jean. And welcome, Cassandra. And yeah, good luck with the process.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Any questions from Tony or?
No, I just want to comment that, this is, I think, my second rodeo on this, and the first one, I felt it was fantastic as far as the outreach, and this looks like it's even better. And so, that's just my observations.
Here's you there. Awesome. Well, very good. You'd ask the public, probably do. Do you have any public comment on this item online or?
No public comment.
Very good. And no actions needed on this item, right?
Yes.
That looks like it's the next item up on the screen. You're good. Okay, we'll move on to the next item, 5B. Motion to recommend the policy board approve the 2026 Social Services Transportation Advisory Council meeting schedule.
Next slide, please. So as you know, we typically meet quarterly, but as we did today, there's times where we might need to meet more often just based on what's going on. So that's why we called the meeting today. But on the slide on the screen, you can see the days that we're proposing to have the STAC meetings over the course of the next year. They're all falling on the first Tuesday of the month at 10. And so if you have any questions or concerns about this, that I'd be happy to answer. Otherwise, we'd be happy to take a motion on this one.
Quick question. Does the SSTAC need to approve or to consider the TDA claims in June?
Yes, that would be a special meeting. We could put that on now. Why don't we go ahead and add that? If you could make a note, we'll add the June.
And June, the TDA.
Mm-hmm.
The first Tuesday in June.
Yeah,
Sounds great.
we'll add that one in. We need another one due to the,
June 2nd. Do we need to?
so we'll need a motion to include the June 2nd.
Any thoughts or questions? So entertain a motion to approve with the addition of the June 2nd, 2026 meeting.
Motion to pass the addition.
I second.
Good. Thanks. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Okay. Next item is transit manager and move reports. Tony.
Yeah, I just want to say that I had the opportunity me and several of my staff to attend CALAC, and we saw Adam there, and he gave us a lot of valuable information. But the reason I want to say something here is that we were so impressed, and you could pass this back to Angela. That as a matter of fact, Angela, she was a presenter, and she presented on all the hard work that's going on here in our county with respect to the transit operations and what they're going to look like in the future, and involving the public and the whole process of identifying a site and walking everyone through that process, called the NEPA process and the CEQA process. And you can tell that she's got a world of knowledge with that. And so we attended that, and we were very impressed. And so we have that expertise right here. And it's interesting, our own area that's basically sharing information to all the other transit operators that are at that conference. So I just wanted to make sure that she understood that we appreciate her.
Tony, I'll pass it along to him, for sure.
And the other thing I want to bring up is that we have at Move, we had started a year ago in a conversation about upgrading our website. And part of it is that we wanted to make sure there's clarity as far as the services that we offer, that people can access the webpage, understand what services are available, reach out to us. We were able to get that done. The other thing that we had a conversation on was to have some type of video about what Move is and what we do. And what we're looking at doing with it, we call this a digital asset, is that when we're out doing presentations, that we're able to lead with this as far as our presentations are concerned. The other thing that we're doing too is we are going to loop this into, we now have a TV, because people would come to our office for eligibility reviews, and sometimes they're there for a period of time. And so we made sure that we had a TV up front so that people can watch, Judge Judy and the different, I make sure the judge show on, so different judge show on. But part of it is that we're going to loop in information about Move. Also, there's this technology that we can integrate that. But we are so excited about the outcome. And the other thing I want to say too is that we appreciate you, San RTA. You all were so generous in helping us with the webpage. And what they did is they made sure that we had a bus that was out there that allowed us, and also drivers, bus and a driver, to allow the opportunity to do the photo shoots. The photo shoot for the webpage, those are like 2 or 3 hours, and even the photo shoot that we did for this video. I mean, it looks like it's quick, but when a few hours, 3 or 4 hours, it's hot out there. And so we appreciate your staff. And actually, April came out. We appreciate her support. So you can let them know we just love the partnership. But this is, I don't know if you've seen it, this is on our webpage, and we're proud of it.
Getting where you need to go isn't always easy. So we turn transportation into connection, a lift for groceries, a helping hand, support for those who served. So appointments made are kept. Because when mobility looks different for each of us, we provide support specific to your needs, giving you the confidence to ride on your own and ride without worry. To move freely isn't just independence, it's dignity, time, and possibility. Every driver, every trainer, every neighbor we serve is part of something bigger, a community that moves together.
Thank you. That ends my presentation. So it was a little choppy, but it's a lot cleaner on our webpage.
That looks great. Great, Tony.
All I can say is when he showed their board a couple, what was it, a month ago? Yeah, we were all crying.
This is great, Tony. Very, very, very nice work.
Thank you. As a team, and you're part of that team. Your staff was there, and those buses do look beautiful, don't they? Beautiful.
They're awesome. Yeah, for sure. Awesome.
Getting
Stan RTA just had 2 things. I mentioned the SEAC meeting already. That's tomorrow, so feel free to feel free to come and be there for that. The agenda's online if you're, and then, the San Antonio Board of Directors also has authorized the purchase of a new parcel of land for a new maintenance and operations facility. So everything's all set with that. All the approvals are done. We just have to close, which will happen in weeks. So it's awesome. So, if you want to know, it's a vacant piece of land on the corner of Crow's Landing and Service Road, right across the street from the Animal Services Center. If you're familiar with it. So that's where it's at. So it's right on a bus route, out to 40, that's to Patterson. But it's right there and right across the street from the CSA office as well. So, it's a great location and we're looking forward to that. And we have, some funding to start the planning, sorry, not the planning, the design and construction. We have some of that. We're obviously looking for more as well, but we'll keep at it and ask for grants and be built. So excited for that. But baby steps, and this is a big step to get the land and with the design. So it's exciting times for Stan RTA.
I just want to say that smile, you talking about it and you see how you just lit up that smile. So you could tell it's a process and we congratulate you on that. And we know it's going to be just save so much money over the next 100 years to have that secured and to provide the savings on as far as keeping costs down for the public, to access the system. So congratulations. Yeah.
Are you using any Measure L funds for that facility?
No,
Oh.
just TDA funds.
Oh, I was gonna say, because we have the outreach and education campaign and we could help you if you wanted to do a ribbon cutting, anything like that.
There's measure of money that you want to give us for it.
Not, I don't want to get in trouble, so no. If you use Measure L, then yeah, but no.
No, we're not. We need Measure O for operations for
Oh.
Farebox recovery.
Oh, got it.
We
Okay.
use it 100% for operations. So
You think you'll be doing a ribbon cutting or anything like
we'll do a groundbreaking.
groundbreaking? I
um,
mean, yeah.
when we go to construction, yes, but that won't be for at least a year, if not.
Okay, okay,
more.
great. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations. A long process, and you guys have been doing a good job every year in your TDA claims and helping to get that built. And I just think it's phenomenal. So good for you.
Okay, we want the Caltrans report. Oh, Turlock. Oh, okay, Turlock. Who's thank you. Oh, Rich, go for it.
There we go. Am I unmuted?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to mention a couple things. Right after this meeting, we'll be meeting with April from Stan RTA to discuss our promotions for the free rides in December. So we're going to be doing that as a joint effort with Stan RTA, and I think also Merced is doing it as well. And then the other thing that we do in December is a holiday lights tour. Well, no, sorry, holiday lights shuttle, not to be confused with holiday lights tour, which is another thing that's going on in the city, where we provide a route that goes around some specific areas in the city to let our transit folks go and see the lights, Christmas lights. We do this every year. I think this is the third or fourth year that we've done it. And it's been a pretty popular thing that we've done. So those are the two things we've got coming up.
Very good. Thanks, Rich. I did forget to mention that San Antonio's free rides in December too. So that's awesome. Thanks for doing that, Rich.
Thanks for allowing me to do that, Adam.
Of course. Okay, Caltrans report. I don't see anyone here from Caltrans. I assume they're not online. Moving on to the management report.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you all know, for those that don't, is that Stan Cog hired a new interim executive director. Yes, we have her picture up, Kate Miller. She started a whole week ago on, I think, Monday, and she's here until we get a full-time executive director. She's really doing, I think she's going to be a great asset to us. She has a lot of experience in planning and such. She used to work in Napa and at their, which essentially would be similar to what we are doing here in their transit authority or transportation authority. And so we welcome her. Hopefully you'll be seeing her at some time or another if you haven't met her yet. But she's here to help us and help us get through some sort of difficult times until we can get somebody on board that really will be taking the helm and will be looking to them for their vision of where STANCOG is going once we hire the permanent PD. And we do expect that to happen. We, from what I know, we have that process going along pretty well, and we expect a new executive director by the first of 2026. So we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you posted because obviously that has a lot to do with you all. But that, other than that, we're very, very happy to have Cassandra on board. She comes, I'll actually let you give a little bit of your background, but I just want to say that so far she's worked for us, what, a month, maybe a month, and already doing great things. So maybe you could just give a little of your background.
Yeah, so I graduated from UC Davis with a BS in Environmental Policy Analysis and Planning. And then shortly after graduating, I worked at Yolo Transportation District, which is their transportation agency that they have in Yolo County. So I was an assistant planner over there. I worked there for a little under 2 years or 3 years, but I did a lot of the service planning, a lot of outreach, launching our micro transit service over there for our rural communities. So it was a big learning process, but I really enjoyed getting into transportation. I think everyone says you get in here accidentally, and I think that's very true. I didn't think I would work for transportation, but now it's been a great learning process, and I enjoy it a lot. And a big thing about me is I'm also Latina, so I love that the Stanislaus County has a lot of people that I can relate to and communicate with. So I definitely want to be an advocate for them. But yeah, it's been a great first month. So I'm looking forward to get to know the community. I'm originally from the Bay Area, but my mom has lived here for about 5 years. So I am familiar with Stanislaus a little bit, but I'm looking forward to get to know the community a lot more.
Awesome. Welcome.
That concludes my report. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Jane. All right, member reports, Mohammed.
I have no report this month.
Very good. That's the end of our agenda. Thank you for coming, and we'll adjourn.